Dear students, now we are going to derive Coulomb's law from Gauss law. There is a fundamental relationship between these two laws. Gauss law can be used to derive Coulomb's law and vice versa. Coulomb's law is equivalent to Gauss law. That means they are almost the same. So we can say Gauss law is the special case of Coulomb's law. So in this we are going to derive Coulomb's law from the Gauss law. We know that Coulomb's law states that the force between two charges is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That is Coulomb's law. Correct. So in this side, Gauss law. Gauss law means what? So Gauss law states that what? The total flux phi, that is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of the charge enclosed in the surface. So there are two different laws, but we are going to obtain one law from the another one. So here let's start the derivation. Consider a point charge q and a sphere with radius r. So here we have to consider a sphere with radius r. There is a charge q. Okay. So we know that the electric flux, for this we can consider one small surface area here, that is ds. Okay. So we know that the electric flux phi is equal to surface integral of electric field intensity. Correct. So phi is equal to, this is very fundamental relationship between this electric flux and field intensity. So here phi is equal to E dot ds. Here we can, if we want to remove this dot, that is dot product, we know that A dot B is equal to what? A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. So here I can write E ds cos theta. What is theta? Theta is the angle between the surface as well as the electric field intensity. Here we have to consider both are in the same line. So theta value is equal to 0 here. There is no angle, right? So theta value is 0. So cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 value is 1. We can write this phi is equal to E surface integral of ds. So since it is a sphere, okay, this is a smaller portion of this surface area. So if we are going to integrate over that sphere, it is nothing but the area of the sphere. So what is the area of the sphere? That is equal to 4 pi r square. So integration of this ds is nothing but the area of the sphere, that is equal to 4 pi r square. Correct. So we can write this integral of ds is nothing but area of sphere, and then phi is equal to 4 pi r squared into E. We can consider this as the first equation. Okay. So next, from Gauss law. What is Gauss law? Phi is equal to surface integral of E dot ds is equal to q by epsilon naught. Correct. Phi is equal to what? Gauss law we know that the total flux is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of the total charge. So q divided by epsilon naught, that is equal to phi. We can consider this as the second equation. Now we are going to substitute the second equation. Substitute this first equation in the second equation. So that means this side, left hand side both are equal, right? Phi and phi. So here both are also equal. So now this phi can be replaced as 4 pi r squared E is equal to q by epsilon naught. Correct. So phi can be replaced as what? Q by epsilon naught. Either way we can say. We can equate this and this. We can get 4 pi r squared is equal to q by epsilon naught. So from this we can obtain the electric field intensity E is equal to q by epsilon naught, and this 4 pi r squared comes to this right hand side. So Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into R square, that is nothing but electric field intensity. We can consider that as the third equation. So next, consider the same sphere. There is a charge Q, point charge Q, and we are going to consider one more charge, correct, that is called as test charge, okay, with the radius R. So the distance between this charge and the test charge Q naught is nothing but small r. So we know that in an electric field, because of this charge Q, there is an electric field around it. So in an electric field, the force acting on a charged particle, here this Q naught is a charged particle, okay. So in an electric field, the force acting on a charged particle is given like F is equal to Q naught into E. This is what electric force. Electric force is nothing but the product of the charge and electric field intensity. We know that. So we can say that as the fourth equation. Correct. So now force is equal to Q naught into E. We are going to substitute the value of E from this third equation. If I am going to replace this E by this third equation, I will get the force. So if I substitute the value of this E from this, so I can get the force is equal to Q into, that is E is nothing but Q into Q naught divided by 4 pi epsilon R square. This is nothing but Coulomb's law. So Coulomb's law is what? Force is directly proportional to the product of two charges and inversely proportional to the square of its distance. Correct. So now we have derived the Coulomb's law from the Gauss law.